Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On first down, Brady. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion by really... Enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Brady. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Brady now on 3rd and goal. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They run. It's Williams. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. Fights off the defender. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Brady now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a 1st. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Brady. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Darrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now Cooper, slow to get up, staying down after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Atlanta heading west to take on San Francisco. And that one's gone to the half with the score 17-9. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. From there, let's make the trek down to Southern California as we check in on the Chargers at home in Inglewood. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Baker Mayfield, very solid in the win as his guys figure to be a team to be reckoned with. They now move to 11-3. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he loses the football a second time. A little bit of a break for the offense with that football going out of bounds. Remember, they haven't turned it over yet, Charles.
Yeah, and they've taken care of the ball so well, they had to feel good about their chances and their opportunities. Remember the old adage, the team making the fewest mistakes will win? They almost cost themselves with that one.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree. That looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They run. It's Johnson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. They burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, now Brady. He lets it fly for Lockett.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
So that'll back him up 5. Now Brady again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Patrick Ricard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. This will be caught by Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams passing game on point right now as they pick up another 1st down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Johnson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. Yards, 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Sebastian Joseph Day coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Now Brady gotta have this one. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's McKinney. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Don't do us like that.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Darrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
And
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Garoppolo. Milton Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Garoppolo to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Brady going to look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here on the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-4.